Hello viewers, I am Shapna Haldar, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE. Today's short video tutorial will help you to get started with Python programming language. There are many programming languages available today. Among them, Python is chosen because of its own appealing features, such as dynamic typing. Python keeps track of the kind of objects your program uses when it runs. It doesn't require complicated type and size declaration in your code. The second one is automatic memory management. Python automatically allocates and reclaims objects when no longer used, and most go and sync on demand. Python keeps track of low-level memory details, so you don't have to worry about it. The third one is programming in the large support. For building larger systems, Python includes tools such as module, classes, and exceptions. These tools allow you to organize system into components, use object-oriented programming concept to reuse and customize code, and handle events and errors more gracefully. The next one is built-in object types. Python provides commonly used data structures such as list, dictionaries, and string as an instinct part of the languages. They are both flexible and easy to use. For instance, built-in object can grow and sync on demand, can be arbitrarily nested to represent complex information and code. The next point is built-in tools. To process all those object types, Python comes with powerful and standard operation, including concatenation, slicing, sorting, mapping, and more. The next one is the library utilities. For more specific tasks, Python also comes with a large collection of pre-coded library tools that support everything from regular expression matching to networking. Python's library tools are where much of the application level action occurs. The last but most important features of Python is third-party utilities. Because Python is freeware, it encourages developers to contribute POSIX tools that support tasks beyond Python's buildings. You will find free support for COMS, imaging, Corba, XML, database builder, and much more. People generally use Python for many purposes, like to make games, build web applications, solve business problems, and develop internal tools at all kinds of interesting companies. Python is also used heavily in scientific fields for academic research and applied work. You can download Python from these following links. So, let's start for coding section, where you can write and execute your Python code. You can write and execute the Python code from the terminal as well as from writing the scripting also. So let's do some coding. For writing script, you have to open your any notepad and just write down your first statement of Python, just like printing some statement. Print hello world. Now, save this file in desktop as just name as a text file. I have named here as text.py. py is an extension of any Python file. To save it, now you have to open the terminal to run your Python program. Okay, I have saved the program in the desktop, so you have to change your directory to desktop. Then to run the Python interpreter, you have to type Python, then your program name, that is text.py. Now here is the print statement, that is the hello world. the same program or same statement you can execute from the console also. So let's do it. I have already installed Python in this machine, so I just open the Python command line, and here I just print the statement, that is print hello world. Since print statement is a string, I have encoded it with a format. Then just enter it. The same statement is printed. You have successfully executed your first print statement. Okay, that's how you can execute your Python program from the console as well as from the scripting form. So I am ending here today. Stay tuned with the YouTube channel of Mallavim Institute of Technology so that you can keep learning your Python programming. Thank you.